Donald and Douglas are Scottish twin engines. Although they work very hard on the island of Sodor, they are still very tied to their Scottish roots. Their favorite place on the island is Callan Castle, and they deeply believe in the supernatural. One summer evening at Tidmouth Sheds, Donald and Douglas were telling the engines a story.
Back in Scotland, chuffed Donald, we were told about the myth of Godred the Impaler.
Why does it sound so familiar? Asked Henry.
He lives in Black Loch, and, added Douglas, he comes out to the chateaus when you least expect it. What's the one thing trucks always do?
Cause trouble, replied Duck flatly. But not for you two, since you taught that spiteful brake van how to behave. At least around you. God, if only all of us were that lucky.
Exactly, smiled Donald.
The truck's behaving lets Godred know you are unaware of the fact life is not all fun and games, as you're distracted. It works every time. So, added Emily, what happens is that if I take a goods train up to Callan Castle, and the trucks are causing trouble, that means I'm okay, because apparently it tells Godred that it's not safe for him to come out.
You got it right. Great job, Emily.
I understand they believe in the supernatural, but even this is fucking insane. I'll say, the day I let trucks cause trouble just to see if a ruler is real will be the day Roblox and every other company puts right what they have wronged. I bet this Godred is just some tough guy we can deal with by scaring off. I'm just gonna remain open, because as I learned before, it's those who doubt that get spooked the most. Maybe the legend is backwards, or they're just insane altogether. The next morning, Sir Topham Hatt came to see them.
Donald and Douglas, he said, I need you two to take a goods train from Crosby tonight up to Bluebell Valley Station. I'm building another platform, footbridge, and siding for the station, which I know Stepney will love. Emily will also help you by pulling a smaller train of stone behind you.
Yes, sir, agreed the twins. And along with Emily, they soon set off to go collect supplies for the train.
Later, when Emily headed to the quarry, she saw Mavis.
Hi, Mavis, she puffed. I see my stones are ready, but I have a question. Would you happen to know about Godred the Impaler? He lives in Black Loch and causes accidents when we don't expect it.
I unfortunately don't know anything about that, replied Mavis. It's probably not true though, right Thomas? Indeed, the tank engine replied as he shunted his trucks onto another line. And don't believe in the story, Emily. We learned not to believe in ghosts that one Halloween, and learned how beautiful Black Loch can be. This is no different. You'll survive tonight. Emily smiled.
Thank you, Thomas, she said, and set out of the quarry.
Although she was confident Godred wasn't real, she didn't know what to think. She didn't want to be misinformed. When night came, Emily filled up on coal and water before meeting Donald and Douglas at Crosby. She was coupled up to her stone trucks she'd left in the yards earlier and was prepared to leave. She was very nervous, but Henry was there to cheer her on.
You got this, he smiled. Just be open-minded and expect the unexpected. If you don't doubt it, you'll be alright. Those who are aware get spooked the least.
Thanks, Henry, she replied.
As they puffed down the line, it seemed like they didn't even have to go through Black Loch in general. They planned to go through Crovan's Gate, across Neville's Bridge, and then stop in Bluebell Valley. But as they passed the windmill, a signalman flagged them down. "This was one of the most needless crashes I've seen in a hot minute," he grunted. "It'll take a minute hotter than the fucking sun to clear it up. You'll have to go through the Peel Godred line to get to Bluebell Valley." "Oh, this is fucking bullshit," said Donald crossly. "Oh, tell me about it. I'll text the signalman back down the line so nobody gets in your way as you back up." Emily sighed as they started backing up down the line. Before they knew it, they were on the Peel Godred line. The moon was full, but nothing could prepare them for what happened next. "Hold back!" yelled one of the trucks in Emily's train. "Hey!" shouted Emily. "Let me go! We want to see Godred for real! Let's have some fun, boys!" Then, Emily heard a rumble, and she bumped the trucks hard, knocking her driver off the footplate. "Hey, back off!"
Please, switch the points when I back up.
But the trucks were still pissed. "Push her now!"
Are you alright, Emily? Asked Douglas. Yes, she puffed nervously. Get me out of here quickly, please.
Then they saw something.
Call a rescue team now. We need someone to help. Oh, could we have been wrong about the legend? Not exactly, replied Douglas's driver. What if there is some truth to what James said about Godred just being a wannabe ruler?
We fight the legend by scaring him with what looks like two monsters in one, said Donald's driver.
Oh, do whatever gets us out of here, please.
Stepney was sleeping peacefully when he felt his fire being lit.
My driver, he yelled. What's going on?
We need to stop a potential demon in Black Loch, said the driver. It's an emergency. If we don't get involved, it could make the area a death sentence for anyone who goes up there. Then let's get going. I'll know someone who can help. Donald, Douglas, and Emily were still stuck in Black Loch when they looked across the lake and saw something.
Oh, is that two monsters?
Emily whispered.
Well, I think it could be,
replied Douglas. Emily closed her eyes tight as the rumbling from the hills slowed down, became quieter, and something got closer.
Alright, hurry up here! Get out of here, Godred! No one's scared of you! We know you're just trying to get attention!
The rumbling came to a stop.
Is that it? Asked Emily. Is that how you scare off a ruler? Pretending to be two monsters in one?
Maybe, smirked Harvey as he shunted the breakdown crane up to Emily.
I say this as I've dealt with Spencer recently. Some just try to act tough to scare others. That's Godred in a nutshell. Now let's clear up this mess.
And the workmen soon started helping Emily onto the breakdown train.
Leave dealing with that clown to me, said Diesel 10,
as he looked at a statue named Godred on the edge of the beach.
Alright, Impaler, Godred, or whatever you call yourself. I know about your little tough guy act, but since I have you now, you will be history, sooner than any puffball or a line of tin kettles. No more of your horse shit.
Oof, you do not mess around.
Yeah, whatever, scoffed Diesel 10. Splodge is more intimidating than Godred, and he too started helping to clean up the mess.
Early next morning, Sir Topham had arrived with Harold.
This was nobody's fault, he said calmly. After the storm which knocked Twanky over while he was still at Brendam occurred, that was a long time ago, wasn't it? I'd forgotten to put up anything here to prevent accidents. But that will change soon. And I'll take your trucks down to the station for you, Emily, added Stepney. God bless you, Stepney, smiled Emily as she was ready to go for repairs.
Donald and Douglas looked nervously at each other as they continued pulling their train. As they puffed down the line, they wondered whether or not Godred was real and what they would do about him if he ever decided to come back. Soon Emily was being repaired at the steamworks. "Don't worry, Emily," said Kevin. "You know Godred's not real, right?" "No, he isn't, Kevin," smiled Victor. "Now let's get back to work." Henry and Toby soon took more trees up to the loch to be planted on the hills so any future landslides or falling debris could be curtailed. All the engines now know to always be aware of Godred and expect him to be present, and I think he's still lurking in the valley somewhere, trying to find someone else to frighten. But if he does strike, then something scary will be flung back at him, because I think he's just a wuss looking for attention. Don't you?